Hey guys, this is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection lawyer. I appreciate you watching this video. This is another comment that we're going to be addressing. This is from Mercury KT. And does statute of limitation generally count from the month that consumers missed their first payment, or does it start from the month in which the charge-off first got recorded on credit report, or does it vary by state? So great questions. And it's almost always safe to assume that it may vary by state, okay? But I'll give you a couple of kind of examples here. Let's take a credit card. Generally, the statute of limitation will start running. In other words, the clock starts ticking, and whether that's 3 years or 6 years or however long it is in a particular state, generally that starts when we miss that first payment, and then we don't ever catch up, okay? So I'm not talking about I missed January 2013, and then I missed February 2013, then March I catch up, and I'm never late again. That's really not what we're talking about. We're talking about we miss a payment, and then we never get caught up. Well, that first payment we missed generally is when the statute of limitation would start ticking, okay? It can be a little confusing if it's a what's called a closed-in loan. So, like a car loan, here's a 5-year, 60-month payment, or a mortgage, or something like that. It can be a little bit different. Sometimes we get into whether the loan's been accelerated. In other words, instead of having all this time to pay, it's all due right now. Okay? Versus a credit card where we may miss a payment, and then the question be, did we charge more on it? And then did we miss another payment? So it can get a little confusing. The second part of the question does start the month in which charge-off first got recorded. I'll say this, when we hit charge-off status, which is generally, not always, but generally 6 months. So we missed month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now most of the time they'll charge that off, okay? It's still legally collectible, but they're just saying we're not expecting to get paid. Definitely the statute of limitation is running here. It probably is running back here too. Okay, that's why I say generally it's the first month we miss that we never recover from, okay? But it can vary. It also depends on what theory they're going under. Are they going under what's called an open account, which is generally what credit cards are? Are they trying to prove a breach of contract? Very difficult to prove that for a debt buyer anyway. How about an account stated or stated account? Again, that generally doesn't apply to a credit card type transaction, even though they often try to make it that way. And the motivation is, so for example, in Alabama, it's a 3-year statute of limitation for an open account, for a credit card account. But account stated or stated account, that's 6 years in Alabama. So when they miss that 3 years, they go, oh, well, we're suing you under this longer statute of limitation. They generally can't meet the requirements of that, though. So it does vary on the theory, but when you're looking at, let's say that I had a charge off on my Capital One in 2017, and now they're suing me in 2021 under an open account. Well, it's 3 years. They waited too long, okay? Now, maybe I could say, well, it was the first month I missed that the statute started, but at least by month 6, okay? So generally, though, you'll see them, they'll sort of in their own mind start with that first month of missed payment, and that's when they calculate it. That's generally when we calculate it defending consumers. So it does vary a little bit. Again, theory, what type of claim it is. Is this a open account like a credit card, or is this more like a car loan? So I know that's not a definitive answer exactly, but hopefully that at least gets you thinking about it. And feel free to ask me any follow-up questions. I'll try to answer those best I can. Okay, thanks for the question, and you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.